Vitamin D is one of those nutrients that people don't pay attention to until their body forces them to. When your legs start feeling weak, when climbing stairs suddenly tires you out, when your balance feels off, or when simple movements feel heavier than they used to, vitamin D is often quietly involved behind the scenes. It acts like the ignition switch for your muscles, helping them contract with power and support your joints with stability. Without it, your muscles don't receive the signals they need to move efficiently, so everything feels slower, shakier, and more effortful. For seniors, this becomes even more important because vitamin D levels naturally decline with age, especially if you spend more time indoors, get limited sunlight, or your body doesn't absorb nutrients the way it used to. That's why weak legs are one of the early clues that your body is running low on this essential vitamin. When vitamin D levels rise again, people often report that their legs feel more alive, more stable, and more responsive when walking, turning, or standing up from a chair. One of the biggest roles vitamin D plays is strengthening the connection between your muscles and your nervous system. Think of it like improving the quality of the signal your brain sends to your legs. When the signal is strong, your muscles respond quickly and correctly. When the signal is weak, your legs hesitate, wobble, or feel unsteady. That's why vitamin D deficiency is linked to falls in seniors. Your body literally struggles to coordinate movements smoothly. And it's not just about balance. Vitamin D also helps your muscles generate power. If you've ever felt like your legs simply don't have the strength they once did, even though you haven't changed your routine, that can be a sign that your muscles aren't receiving the support they need from vitamin D. By restoring those levels, your legs can regain strength and confidence without any complicated exercises or intense workouts. It's one of the simplest changes with one of the biggest impacts. Another important thing to understand is that vitamin D also helps your body absorb calcium more effectively. Without enough vitamin D, the calcium you eat simply passes through your body without being fully used, which affects not only your bones but also your muscles. Strong bones and strong muscles work together, especially in your legs, which carry most of your body weight. When both are supported, walking, bending, and standing feels smoother and safer. But when vitamin D is low, you might notice aching in your thighs, fatigue in your calves, or soreness after very small amounts of physical activity. Some people even feel a deep, dull heaviness in their legs that they can't explain. Bringing vitamin D back to a healthy level often lifts that heaviness and makes your legs feel lighter and more capable. What makes vitamin D especially important for seniors is how easy it is to become deficient without realizing it. Sunlight is the main natural source, but as skin ages, it becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D even with the same amount of sun exposure. Add in colder seasons, cloudy weather, or staying indoors, and levels can drop surprisingly fast. That's why adding fatty fish like salmon, fortified milk or cereals, egg yolks, or a simple daily supplement can make a noticeable difference. Even spending 10 to 20 minutes in gentle sunlight a few times a week can help maintain healthier levels. And the results often appear quietly but clearly. You feel steadier on your feet, your legs don't fatigue as quickly, and everyday movements feel more controlled and supported instead of shaky or uncertain. By strengthening the muscles, supporting the nerves, improving coordination, and helping your legs generate power more efficiently, vitamin D becomes one of the most valuable nutrients for anyone who wants strong, stable legs at any age. Magnesium is one of the most underrated minerals when it comes to muscle health. Yet it plays one of the most important roles in keeping your legs relaxed, flexible, and free from sudden pain. When people think about muscle cramps, especially those sharp, sudden ones that strike in the middle of the night, magnesium is almost always part of the story. This mineral acts like the relaxation switch for your muscles. Just as calcium helps muscles contract, magnesium helps them release that contraction and return to a relaxed state. When magnesium levels drop too low, your muscles struggle to turn off, and that's when tightness, twitching, and those painful cramps begin. For seniors, this is especially common because magnesium stores slowly decline with age. Medications can interfere with absorption, and stress drains magnesium faster than most people realize. Over time, the deficiency builds up quietly until your legs finally protest through cramps, stiffness, or that uncomfortable tightening deep in the muscles. Nighttime leg cramps are one of the clearest signs that your body needs more magnesium. Many seniors describe feeling a sudden knot forming in their calf, so painful that it wakes them out of a deep sleep. Some feel a twitching sensation or a slow tightening that becomes unbearable within seconds. This happens because without enough magnesium, your muscles contract, but then can't fully let go. Instead, they get stuck in a partial contraction, locking up the calf, thigh, or foot. Restoring magnesium doesn't just reduce the frequency of these cramps, it often makes them disappear entirely. People who increase their magnesium intake regularly report that their legs feel calmer at night, their sleep improves, and the constant fear of waking up in pain fades away. Magnesium also influences how your nerves communicate with your muscle. Every movement you make, even something as simple as lifting your foot or standing up, depends on smooth electrical signals traveling between nerves and muscle fibers. When magnesium is low, these signals become irregular or overly sensitive, which can cause muscles to spasm or twitch without warning. This is why magnesium deficiency can also lead to restless legs, tingling sensations, or that annoying feeling that your muscles can't fully relax even when you're lying down. By giving your nerves the support they need, magnesium helps calm the muscles and keeps your legs from feeling jittery, shaky, or overworked. Another overlooked benefit of magnesium is how it improves circulation. When your blood vessels relax properly, blood flows more easily to your legs, delivering oxygen and nutrients that keep your muscles energized. Poor circulation makes your legs feel heavy, tired, and achy, especially after standing or walking for even short periods. Magnesium helps widen and relax blood vessels, which improves blood flow and reduces that sense of leg fatigue. Seniors who add more magnesium to their diet often notice they can walk longer, climb stairs with less discomfort, and recover faster after physical activity. Getting more magnesium into your routine is easier than most people think. Foods like almonds, chia seeds, pumpkin seeds, spinach, avocado, oats, and dark chocolate are naturally rich in magnesium. Many seniors also benefit from magnesium supplements, especially at night, because they help the muscles unwind and reduce the chance of cramping while you sleep. Some even use magnesium creams or sprays that can be applied directly to sore areas for quick relief. Because magnesium works at the cellular level, results can be felt surprisingly fast. The muscles start responding better, tension decreases, and leg cramps weaken or stop altogether. When your body finally gets enough magnesium, your legs feel less tight, more relaxed, and more willing to move without pain. Whether you're dealing with nighttime cramps, stiffness, twitching, or that constant tension that makes your legs feel restless, magnesium restores calm where your muscles need it most, helping you move through your day and your night with more comfort and confidence. Vitamin B12 is one of the most critical vitamins for leg strength because it supports the very system that controls how your muscles move, your nerves. When your nerves are healthy, signals from your brain travel quickly and clearly to your legs, guiding every step with confidence. But when vitamin B12 levels drop, those signals start to weaken or slow down, and the effects show up quietly at first. You may notice tingling in your feet, a strange numbness in your toes, or a heavy feeling in your legs that makes walking feel more like dragging weight than moving freely. Many seniors describe it as if their legs are asleep even when they're fully awake. This happens because B12 deficiency causes the protective coating around your nerves to thin out, and once that coating weakens, the nerves struggle to function the way they should. One of the first signs of low vitamin B12 is a change in balance. If you've ever stood up and felt slightly wobbly, or if you've noticed that you need to hold on to furniture more often when walking around the house, your nerves may not be communicating smoothly with your muscle. Balance is all about coordination, and B12 plays a huge role in helping your body stay centered, controlled, and steady. Seniors are especially vulnerable to B12 deficiency because as the body ages, the stomach produces less acid, which is required to absorb vitamin B12 from food. That means even if you're eating well, your body could still be getting far less B12 than it needs. Over time, this leads to nerve weakness, slower reflexes, and muscles that simply don't respond the way they used to. Another major effect of low B12 is muscle fatigue. When your nerves aren't sending strong signals, your muscles can't contract properly, and simple tasks start to feel exhausting. Walking up a small incline, standing in line at the store, or carrying groceries suddenly becomes harder than expected. You may feel your legs shake slightly when under pressure, or you might notice they get tired faster than the rest of your body. Because B12 affects both energy production and nerve health, the combination of low energy and weak signaling creates a perfect storm for leg weakness. Restoring your B12 levels often leads to a noticeable boost in strength and endurance, allowing your legs to feel more energetic and more reliable throughout the day. Another thing people often miss is that B12 deficiency can also cause burning sensations or sharp, needle-like pains in the leg. These sensations come from irritated nerves struggling to function. When B12 levels finally return to normal, these strange, uncomfortable feelings often fade, and the nerves begin to heal. It's not an overnight change, but many seniors report steady improvement in sensitivity, coordination, and muscle performance once they start supplementing or increasing B12-rich food. Getting enough vitamin B12 can be done through foods like eggs, dairy, fish, fortified cereals, or supplements, which are especially helpful for seniors. Some people also benefit from B12 injections if their deficiency is severe. Once this vitamin is restored, the difference can feel like waking up your legs from a long sleep. Movements feel steadier, walking feels smoother, and the numbness or heaviness that once made daily activities difficult begins to ease, as your nerves regain the strength they need to support your muscles. Potassium and calcium work like a team inside your muscles, and together they determine how smoothly your legs move every single day. Most people don't realize that every step you take, every time you stand up from a chair, and even the simple act of lifting your foot off the ground, depends on the perfect balance of these two minerals. Potassium helps regulate electrical signals in your muscles, while calcium triggers the actual contraction. When either one is low, or when they're not balanced properly, the muscles in your legs begin to misfire. That's when you start feeling cramping, twitching, sudden weakness, or that strange sensation that your legs aren't cooperating the way they should. Seniors feel these symptoms more intensely, because the body becomes less efficient at maintaining mineral balance with age, especially if hydration is low or medications interfere with absorption. Over time, the imbalance builds, and your legs begin to show the signs through stiffness, fatigue, or those painful cramps that come out of nowhere. One of the earliest signs of low potassium is repeated muscle cramping, especially after walking or standing for a while. This type of cramp often starts as a tight pulling in the calf or the thigh, and then suddenly locks up the whole muscle. It feels like the muscle is squeezing itself from the inside, and no matter how much you stretch, it takes time to release. That's because potassium helps the muscle relax after contraction. Without enough potassium, the muscle contracts, but struggles to let go. Calcium imbalance creates a similar problem, but in a slightly different way. Calcium is essential for strong muscle contractions, and when levels drop, your legs can feel shaky, unstable, or easily fatigued. You might notice that getting up from the couch feels harder than usual, or that your legs give out a little when climbing stairs. These small moments are your body quietly telling you that it needs mineral support. The interesting thing about potassium and calcium is that they don't just affect the strength of your legs, they also influence how steady they feel. When potassium levels drop, nerve signals become irregular or jumpy, which can make your legs twitch or spasm without warning. When calcium is low, muscles may not respond with enough power, causing your legs to feel weak or unsteady. But when both minerals are in balance, your legs move with fluidity. Movements feel smoother, stepping feels lighter, and the muscles respond quickly without hesitation. Many seniors describe it as feeling more in control of their legs once they correct these deficiencies. The good news is that restoring potassium and calcium doesn't require anything complicated. Potassium-rich foods like bananas, oranges, potatoes, beans, and leafy greens can be added to meals easily. These foods help your muscles reset and reduce the frequency of cramps and tightness. Calcium can be supported through dairy, fortified plant milks, broccoli, tofu, or a simple supplement if needed. Staying hydrated is also crucial because potassium levels drop quickly when you're dehydrated, and most seniors don't realize how easy it is to become mildly dehydrated during the day. Drinking enough water and eating balanced meals can dramatically improve how your legs feel within days. Once the body finally has the potassium and calcium it needs, the muscles begin working the way they were meant to, relaxing when they should, contracting with power when needed, and supporting every movement you make with steadiness and strength. Vitamin E and vitamin C work together in a way that many people never realize, especially when it comes to the health and strength of your legs. While most vitamins support muscle function directly, these two focus on something just as important: circulation and tissue repair. Good circulation is the lifeline of your leg. It carries oxygen, nutrients, and energy to your muscles with every heartbeat. When circulation slows down, your legs feel heavy, tired, or achy, even after doing the smallest activities. That's where vitamin E comes in. It helps keep blood vessels open, flexible, and smooth inside, so blood can flow without resistance. Seniors who struggle with cold legs, numbness, or that dragging feeling when walking often experience improvement when they increase their vitamin E intake, because the muscles finally receive the oxygen they've been missing. Vitamin E also protects your muscles from everyday wear and tear. As you age, the muscle fibers in your legs become more vulnerable to stress, whether from walking, bending, lifting, or even standing. Vitamin E acts like a shield, reducing the amount of damage your muscles experience and helping them recover faster. This is one reason seniors notice less soreness and more endurance when their vitamin E levels improve. Instead of feeling wiped out after a simple walk around the block, the legs feel stronger, more resilient, and more capable of handling daily movement. Vitamin C plays its own powerful role, and it complements vitamin E perfectly. While vitamin E focuses on circulation, vitamin C focuses on the structure of your legs, specifically the connective tissues that hold everything together. Your knees, ankles, calves, and thighs all rely on collagen, the protein that keeps your joints cushioned, your tendons flexible, and your muscles supported. Vitamin C is the key ingredient your body uses to create collagen. When you're low in vitamin C, your joints may feel stiff, your knees may ache more than usual, or your legs may not recover as quickly after activity. Many seniors experience this stiffness and think it's simply aging, but often it's the body quietly asking for more vitamin C. Another important role of vitamin C is its ability to keep blood vessels strong and elastic. Weak blood vessels can lead to swelling, slow healing, and poor circulation in the legs, all of which make movement hard. By strengthening vessel walls, vitamin C helps blood flow more smoothly, delivering energy to your muscles efficiently. This means your legs recover faster from strain, adapt better to movement, and feel less inflamed or swollen after long periods of standing or walking. Both vitamin E and vitamin C are also powerful antioxidants, which means they protect the cells in your legs from oxidative stress, the process that slowly weakens muscles and tissues over time. Seniors who include these vitamins in their daily diet often notice their legs feel lighter, less stiff, and more energized. Foods like oranges, strawberries, bell peppers, nuts, seeds, spinach, and olive oil make it easy to increase both vitamins naturally. And because these nutrients work best when combined, adding them together creates a noticeable improvement in mobility, comfort, and overall leg strength. When it comes to your legs, the truth is simple. Strength doesn't disappear overnight, and it doesn't return overnight either. But the moment you start giving your body the nutrients it has been missing, everything begins to change quietly, steadily, and consistently. Your muscles respond faster, your steps feel lighter, the cramps fade, and the confidence you thought you lost starts coming back. These vitamins aren't just supplements, they're support, repair, energy, and protection for the parts of your body that carry you through every single day. And you deserve to walk, climb, stand, and move without fear, without pain, and without hesitation. So take a moment today to take care of your legs, because strong legs don't just help you move, they help you live with independence, comfort, and freedom.